Hey. Hey Kim, how you doing? Trigger, hey, how you doing? Piece in the puzzle, hey, how you doing? Miss Fat, hey. God is in control. Hey, DC native. Timony, hey, hey. Tamika, how you doing? Career for life, hey, Trevin, hey, hey, hey. Vonda, how you doing? Welcome, welcome, welcome. Don't forget to hit that like button on your way in. Nicole, hey, how you doing? I see some dimes in here. Welcome to all of our dimes. K-Baby, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Glad everyone made it through the storm. Oh, I am too. We didn't get anything except a little rain yesterday. Um, and some lightning. That was it. Tracy, how you doing? How you doing? Got another dime there. How you doing? So, thank y'all for hitting that like button. I appreciate it. I always tell y'all that this is gonna be pretty quick. One person lost their life here in North Carolina. Oh, really? Oh, wow. I didn't know that. Wow. Well, we'll throw some prayers up for that person and their family. A tornado. Oh, wow. Definitely glad everyone is okay. Definitely, definitely. So as I usually tell you guys, I'm not gonna hold you long. I promise you tonight, I'm not gonna hold you long. I just had to get up and get me a little protein because your girl is tired. So, hey Tirana, how you doing? How you doing? Dimes. How you doing? How you doing? So, the topic of discussion, really quick. Oh, what a tiny web we weave when first we practice to deceive. So, where are we going with this? When you get tangled, y'all know you get all tangled up and stuff. Can't get out of it. You know, that web get all tangled. You know. And even though you might be doing some work or feeling like you're getting some stuff done, when you practice in deceit, yeah, you may be getting that work done, but you don't realize how much you have become tangled all up in the mess that you are weaving. So, hence the title, what a tangled web we weave. Now, this isn't going where y'all think it's going. Let me say that really quick. I may be a little late to the party. I don't know. But I'm here now. Hey, Lavelle, how you doing? But I'm here now. And what popped up on my phone today? I'm sitting there and I'm like, man, For real? So, in the midst of all this stuff that's going on, let us not forget about George Floyd, okay? Hey, LaToya, how you doing? Let us not forget about George Floyd. Kelsey, how you doing? And what really kicked off all these riots and protests and marches and all this stuff. So the officer that was involved, the officer that murdered, we're not going to say the officer that was there for his death. We're not going to say the officer that was arresting him. The officer, the former officer that murdered George Floyd, Derek Chauvin. Okay, so we know he's facing these counts, second-degree murder, among some other things, as well as the other former officers, all of them, former officers that were involved. Well, what came across my phone today, I'm like, you better quit playing. Hush your mouth and keep on talking. 312, how you doing? How you doing? So, like I said, I may be late to the party, and y'all probably already knew. But for me, I'm looking like, say word. Derek Chauvin. Remember when the stuff first happened and his wife came out and she made this public statement? You know, she wanted to let everybody know, yeah, I'm through with him. I don't have nothing to do with him. He dirty. He kills people. He's racist. He has all this stuff going on. Well, Derek, as well as his wife, Kelly, Basic Mom, hey, how you doing? How you doing? Oh, thank you. Thank you. This my I woke up like this look. Derek and his wife Kelly have both been charged. Remember the wife now. I'm divorcing him. Bump him. Bump him. I'm getting out of this. I got to go. I can't take him being involved in all this stuff. He got to go. Y'all remember that, right? Okay. Well, clearly, if he was all those things, you knew that before that day, right? You knew that before those things took place with George Floyd, right? So here we go. Derek Chauvin and his wife Kelly are both facing 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 9. Okay. 9 felony counts of tax fraud. Okay. Ah, Lord have mercy. Ooh. Jump back, kiss yourself. Now, 9, y'all. 9. That's 9. 9 felony counts. Now, I'm just going to give y'all a little bit of this information because, see, when you start weaving those webs and you function in deceit, hey, Tanya, how you doing? And you function in deceit, this the kind of stuff that takes place. If you know what I mean. That's right, piece in the puzzle. Go to jail. Go directly to jail. Do not pass go. Do not collect $200. We're going to get our Monopoly game on up in this piece. So, now, they don't have Kelly in jail. They haven't put Miss Kelly in jail. But with the 9 charges, and this was from an investigation they opened up in June, right? So let me just give y'all a little piece of this. Let me give you a piece in the puzzle, okay? So these 9 charges of tax fraud. Remember I told you before that some charges got mandatory minimums and mandatory maximums, right? So each one of these counts, each count carries a maximum sentence of 5 years and a penalty of $5,000. So let's do some simple math. 5 years times 9 counts. That means, come on. That means that they both, not even talking about what happened with George Floyd now. We ain't even get to that. They both are possibly facing up to 45 years in prison. Now, we don't know what else to investigate. Come on, 45, and we ain't talking about the president. Moving right along. They are both facing up to 45 years in prison. And I think I said the fine was $5,000. I'm sorry, 10. So that means that they could also be facing up to a $40,000 fine. So 5 years and $10,000 per each individual charge. And there's 9 of them. 9. Okay? And they are not finished yet. So I'm going to give you a little information on this right here. As a matter of fact, I'm going to read it. And I'm going to put on my reading voice for a minute because I need y'all to catch this. Because when you're spinning these webs of deceit and thing day, you never know. You don't know how this stuff is going to work out. I'm trying not to have my food all up in your face. I'm sorry. So, let's get it. Former Minneapolis police officer who was charged in George Floyd's death and his estranged wife face 9 felony income tax charges. Y'all better listen. For all these people that be trying to play around with their taxes and stuff. Y'all do know the IRS have their own law enforcement agency. Like, they have a law enforcement branch, right? Okay. Derek and his wife, Kelly. Y'all listen to this now. You going around putting your knees in people's necks. And you ain't... Listen. Derek and his wife did not file income tax returns in the state for some years. And they went underreported. They underreported their income. Listen. Okay. They did not file income tax returns in Minnesota, Minneapolis. Okay, in Minnesota from 2016 to 2018. And then they underreported their income in 2014, 2015, and 2019. And I'm going to dare to say that it's going to be the same thing for 2020. The only thing that's probably going to save him in this situation is that his behind got locked up in 2020. So, Chauvin worked as a Minneapolis police officer during that time, as well as worked as a security guard at several different businesses. We know one of those places was a nightclub. The nightclub that both him and George Floyd worked in. Yeah, piece of the puzzle, lost his job. He done lost his job. Yeah. So, his wife, Kelly, listen now, his wife, Kelly, was a realtor and a photographer. And y'all ain't paying y'all taxes. Girl, bye. Stop it. Oh, you a realtor. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yeah. So, listen to this now. You read this story, you think this was somebody else. They did not pay the proper sales tax on a vehicle. Now, they said a vehicle. Let me go ahead and be more specific with this because the article don't say it. They did not pay proper sales tax on a $100,000 BMW. So what they did was they went and did some bouffalet and some paperwork, and they did their taxes for Florida because Florida is cheaper, right? So when they went and did the investigation, hey, K. Nicole, they saw, bruh, you did this for Florida, you don't stay in Florida? How you stay in Florida and you on the Minneapolis Police Department? Like, you don't have a vacation home, like nothing. Like, what? So when they questioned his wife about it, you know she ain't about that thug life. She ain't about that thug life. She ain't about that life. This is what she said. She said, we did it because the taxes were cheaper. Well, duh. I mean, I'm pretty sure everybody wish they can go around and just file their taxes in a whole other state. I'm just saying. Now, this vehicle that y'all done got y'all self caught up in this web and thing, this $100,000 vehicle. That thing must fly. I'm just saying, it must fly. Like, the doors must open. It must sense you coming to the car, and the door just open up for you. I don't know. I'm just saying. My car don't do all that. So, they went and they did this. What y'all think gonna happen to that BMW? Anybody need a car? Anybody? Anybody need a car? That car gonna go on a government surplus site? Nah, they probably gonna keep that one. It's gonna go on a government surplus site, and they gonna auction that mug off. They should have kept that $100,000 for attorney's fees. Right, Demetri? They gonna auction that mug off, along with anything else of value in that house. That cookie from the north side to the south side. I lived there for 27 years. Just moved to Atlanta last year. Child. But you have to file also in the state you're going to register in. They stupid. Child. They got a whole mess going on. I'm sitting there and I'm looking at some of the stuff the lady's saying. I said, yeah, she ain't about that criminal life. Her husband is the criminal. She's a victim of circumstance. She's a victim of circumstance. Sweet lady, hey, how you doing? And hopefully she filed. Well, no. So Derek was already fired in May. Kelly filed for the divorce on June 1st. And they got all these charges and stuff in July, and that investigation started in June. What else will they discover? So when this stuff happened, it opened up a whole can of worms. So they're looking into everything, right? Everything. We already knew that they started looking at his disciplinary record. They are looking at previous cases that were filed against him, previous allegations that were made against him. Y'all know these other people that were involved, they singing like some canaries. You hear me? They just swinging. Yeah, he hit him with a club. That was on May 31st, 2010. They singing. You hear me? They singing. I told him not to do it. He wouldn't listen. They telling everything. Best believe. So that second-degree murder, by the time all this stuff finishes, there's no telling what this joker gonna end up with. And it's highly likely that he may actually get more time. I don't know. I'm just saying there's a possibility that he could possibly get more time for this tax fraud than he does for actual murder. Now, that's something to think about. It doesn't matter if he get credit for time served. That little year, if he in that, like, that don't even matter right now. That don't even matter. Child. So they have their little stuff going on, but I thought it was interesting. Hey, Melinda, how you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I thought it was interesting because I'm like, yo, she's going to get more time for the death of George. He's Ellison. Isn't finished with the investigation. They already know. See what I'm saying? See what I'm saying? So they got some more stuff coming. Definitely. Because I'm pretty sure they're going to go and look at her individual business practices. I don't know, as a realtor, if she was working alone or if she worked under an agency or whatever. I don't know. And she was a photographer. I don't know if she had her own photography business or whether she was working for somebody. I don't know. With him working these extra jobs and possibly getting paid under the table, bruh, you're going to have to furnish some kind of receipts. And we told y'all folks don't like keeping receipts. So we gonna see what happens. Auction, right. So Derek, bruh. See what happened when you don't do right? I'm looking at Derek on my computer. See what happened when you don't do right? See? See what I'm talking about? I'm looking at the CNN article. This is the title. This was the title. Fired. You see how they go whenever certain people get in trouble, they'll be like disgrace such and such, estranged, da. And you know, usually on other people's stuff, they'll just put former police officer, blah. No, this title says fired. Fired Minneapolis police officer Chauvin and estranged wife face 9 felony tax charges. They ain't try to be nice a little bit when they put their title up there. You know, they be trying to protect folks. Yeah. All the protection in the room is gone. It's gone. So they had this stuff right here going on. And I know, poor little Tink. Poor little Tink ain't sleeping a wink up in there. You hear me? Oh, you that officer? Oh, yeah? That was you? He ain't sleeping a wink. You hear me? He ain't sleeping a wink. No. It don't matter if he by himself. He is not sleeping a wink. He probably scared to eat. Poor little Tink. He won't drink nothing. You know. Police officer killed a black man. Now you in jail. And see, what's ironic about this whole situation? Sometimes those disparities just might work in your favor. Because who you sitting up in that jail with right now? I'm just asking for a friend. You sitting in there with all those brothers that you locked up? All those brothers that you put in illegal chokeholds and you put your knees in their necks, it just didn't go that far. The people that you may have called certain names and nobody said anything to you. The people that you slammed up against the car or slammed on the ground, or the people that you tased that were already on the ground, handcuffed and didn't give you any fights. See, these are the very people. That's your selling. How's that working out for you? Oh, that's your selling. You know. I wonder how he's sleeping. Absolutely. Does not slumber. And Derek doesn't either. I'm sorry. But not sorry. Just saying. So, you got all this stuff going on. And I'm pretty sure this is just the tip of the iceberg. They're going to find out all kind of stuff about this man. The woman was already saying he was abusive and all kind of stuff. So, they're going to rip him apart in court. Know that. But I'm pretty sure he's going to end up with some more charges that have absolutely nothing to do with him murdering George Floyd. I want to make sure I keep emphasizing that, because he was not killed, or he did not die while in police custody. He was murdered while in police custody. We need to make sure we make that distinction. It matters. It matters. So you abusing folks, you defrauding the government, you're murdering folks. Like, the question is not what are you doing, what haven't you done? That's the question. Now I'm gonna push old Derek to the side right here and go back to this topic. What a tiny web we weave when first we practice to deceive. Okay? So you did all this, and still at the end of the day, George Floyd may end up being the least of your worries. Because you've been practicing in deception for years. 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 Now, I don't know if he had kids. I don't know if they had kids. I don't know what their, family situation is. But what I do know, you went all those years and you didn't pay your taxes. And you trying to pick this man up for what they claim to be a counterfeit 20? You've defrauded the government out of thousands. Shoot, we don't even know. Could be millions. We don't know what he had going on. Don't know. Could have been one of those cops that were taken off the top whenever they did other stuff. I don't know, because I don't know what division he worked in. If he was in narcotics or what, we don't know. But I'm sure that hole gets deeper. But you took this man's life. And it wasn't just because of $20. You know why you did it. It didn't have nothing to do with the $20. But on the surface, okay? On the surface, you out here stealing the fraud. Thank you, Melinda. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You out here stealing. You out here defrauding the government. And y'all know how the government is about their money. Okay? You steal their money, you playing with their emotions. You steal their money, you gonna get that work. You gonna get that work. Okay? So I think he has himself in quite a little situation right here. Him and Kelly. Kelly didn't get divorced soon enough. Bless her little asthmatic heart. She didn't get divorced soon enough. Because June just won't do. It just won't do. Now, the good thing about Kelly getting divorced is, and somebody probably told her, girl, you better go ahead and divorce that man. They already checking y'all out. You better divorce that man. She can testify against him. They can't, nah, I'm testifying against that joker. Okay? I'm testifying against that joker. So I'm pretty sure, since she already made it clear that he was, a little hot-headed, we already know he got a temper. She made it seem like he was a bit abusive. You add 1 + 1 + 1 + 1 + 1. Oh, they're going to bury that joker. And she putting all of it on him. You hear me? All of it. All of that. She putting all of that on him. Every bit of it. Miss Kelly going to say, I don't know what happened. He was so abusive. He never let me file the taxes. And this could be true. It could be true. He never let me file the taxes. He always took and did the stuff himself. I had no idea what he was filing. He controlled the bank accounts. I never saw what was in the bank accounts. Man, I don't know who her attorney is. Because neither one of them made a statement. And they tried to go to Derek lawyer. Derek lawyer said, Derek pulled a Dr. Rogers. Derek said, they ain't got nothing to do with me. His lawyer said they ain't got nothing to do with me. They ain't got nothing to do with me. So he got a whole situation going on. So I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. I hope it was worth it. I guarantee she will probably do an injured spouse return and do an amendment to those returns so that she will not be liable. But since they are married, not sure if that will work after the fact. I don't either. I don't know, Basic Mom. But I know she got up out of there. And to tell you the truth, all jokes aside, she probably was the one that told them that it was going on. She probably was the one that led them to go look at that stuff. That's what I'm thinking. They may have charged her initially, but I'm pretty sure that she's not going to stay with those 9 felonies. She will not have 9 felony charges at the end. Now, we can watch that one. She's not going to have 9. Because she started singing when they talked to her, too. He hit me, and he did this, and y'all need to go check his taxes because he was filing the taxes, and he ain't paid taxes in however many years. You can go check. Go check. Go look at his truck in the glove compartment. It's right up under the book, right there under this and under that. She was telling everything. You hear me? She was telling it all. She was telling it. So we're going to see how this turned out. I'm going to watch this for real because I want to see what happens with her. Because I'm pretty sure she was the one that dropped that little jewel and told him to go check out those tax records. Because right now, him being under investigation for murdering George Floyd as a cop, that has nothing to do with his taxes. So somebody tipped the IRS off. I'm just saying. PSA, if you lie, you'll cheat. If you cheat, you steal. If you steal, you kill. And God's wrath will be on your soul. Miss Pat, you better say it. That's what the folks say now. If you lie, you steal, you cheat, man. In this case, it is absolutely true. Like, it's 100% on the mark. Like, dead on. Dead on. But that joker, hey, Brenda, that joker's sitting up in there right now. And I bet you he ain't getting no sleep. You hear me? He ain't getting no sleep. I bet every time he try to close his eyes, if it's not George just sitting there in his face, it's one of those sillies. Possibly an officer. Because see, right now, he don't know who his enemies are. You don't have too many people that take a liking to, you know, police officers that kill folk. You know? And we're not talking about in the line of duty. I'm talking about that, like, murdered somebody. That's a whole other game on the yard, if you know what I mean. So, you bought this on yourself. $20. 20. 20. 20. 20. That's it. And you up here defrauding the whole darn government. And you killing somebody by $20. Jesus be offense. So the moral of this story is, because I told y'all I wasn't going to be on here long. Better be careful how you do, folks. You better be careful how you treat people. You better be careful about what you do in general. Because while you are weaving a web of deceit, it might not catch up with you now. But it will catch up with you. You hear me? That thing got swift feet. Now, you hear me? It will catch up with you. And you may even find yourself being punished for something. You know what I mean? Money will get you effed up. Y'all heard that? I said effed up. To get you effed up. You know what I mean? Yeah. Money will get you messed up. Now, people like to say that money is the root of all evil. I'm going to switch that around because I think people are the root of all evil. And their greed is their guiding light. And some people, like, it's never enough. It's never enough. And they keep trying to take. and whatever they have to do to get it, that's where they'll lie, steal, cheat, kill, whatever, to make sure that stuff continues to come in. And when you go and look at it at the end of the day, all the time and the work that you put in trying to be deceitful, go and add that up on a piece of paper, okay? And see if all the money that you got is equal to the amount of jail time that you end up getting. I need somebody to do the math on that. Okay, 45 years times 10, 20, 30,000 they may have cheated the government out of, I don't know. Is that money worth 45 years of your life? I don't think people doing the math on this now. Somebody's skipping algebra class. Because when I look at these equations, I'm just saying. I'm just saying, that's all. So, I'm going to keep y'all posted on that. We're going to see what old Derek got going on, because I'm pretty sure some other stuff going to come down this pipeline with Derek and Kelly. Derek and Kelly, because Kelly's telling everything. And blame it on Kelly. Kelly's telling everything. So, we're going to see what happens. So I'm going to go. I'm going to finish eating my little chicken salad. You know what I'm saying? Then I'm going and get myself ready so I can go back out here and try to save the world. That's what I'm going to do. So, remember. What happened with Common? What happened with Common? Anybody know? Lord have mercy. See, we keep telling people, no one is exempt. No one is exempt. You never know when your name may be in the headlines. Nobody's exempt. I'm gonna have to go and read, do some research on that, because no, I hadn't heard that. I had just saw something about India Ari talking about their relationship or whatever, but I hadn't heard anything about that. So yeah, that's news to me. So I'll go research it. I'll come on back after I find out what the goings on, is over there. I'll come on back with some information. So, Lord have mercy. Another one that talked bad about Cat. Oh, okay. Piece in the puzzle. No. Not to my knowledge, no. Yeah. So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to continue focusing on the things that involve us, the things that matter in our community, to our community, and all the other stuff, yeah, whatever. No man or woman is safe, sweet lady. Because anybody can, you know what I'm saying? I've seen it. All they got to do is drop them. And you in for the fight of your life. That's it. That's, hey. So, y'all, I thank y'all for watching. Shout out to all the dimes. Hope y'all enjoyed the little video today, the little short clip with a little explanation about what was going on. I'm going to try to bring y'all something in the mornings, while I'm getting my stuff together, just try to drop y'all a little something, anything new that I hear about, I drop it on there. So shout out to all the people that signed up for that. Don't forget, if you would like to be a member, stand up and be counted. Hey, how you doing? You can hit the super chat, like the $ for the super chat, and it should have a join button in there if you would like to join and become a certified dime. We're trying to do stuff official over here. People may not like it. Who cares? We're trying to do stuff official over here. So remember, when you are weaving those webs, you better make sure you handling your business and doing your mess decent and in order. Because the grave or the traps that you try to set up for other people may be the very ones that you find yourself in. Sweet lady, it's for some reason, and I went and looked up some stuff on YouTube, some people are having trouble joining in on the phone. Because I even tried to get to it on my phone and it wouldn't let me. So YouTube suggests having people go to do it through the computer or a tablet. Now, when I look on my computer, everything's there. When I look on my phone, I don't see the join button and everything that's supposed to be there. But it's usually in that chat. So I put a link. Did you check out the apps I sent you through Messenger? When did you send it, Kim? You can go on my community page and I put a link in there. And if it takes you to a sponsor page or something like that, then that lets you know that you're probably not going to be able to do it on your phone and you got to go on a computer and do it on a computer. Because that's what it was showing me. It was going to like a sponsor channel thing. So yeah. So if you can, get in, then we will certainly welcome you on board. We're still getting everything together, but I drop a little news on there that I don't necessarily drop in public because, I know folks. Kim, I'll go check. So I haven't seen it yet. Did I? I'll go check. So thank y'all for tuning in. Y'all have a good night. Y'all have a blessed night. Have a blessed one. Stay sucker free. Watch out for those spider webs. Y'all hear me? Watch out for those webs. And don't get caught up in them. You heard me? Y'all have a blessed one. Bye.